Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you what the best way is to hold the steering wheel. This is actually a question that I get asked really often with regards to driving and driving instructional videos. The question is, what is the best way to hold the steering wheel? I'm going to show you what I consider the best way to be. Now, this is a completely opinionated video because I'm basing this method on the method that I use because I consider it to be one of the safest and most effective ways to steer a car while holding the steering wheel. So generally speaking, there are two trains of thought. You know, there's the 9 and 3 method and the 10 and 2 method. Now, I like to use the 10 and 2 method with a twist. So with sort of like a shift. Now check this out. So you have an imaginary clock right here, you know, and you have 12 o'clock here. Let's just straighten this out. You have 12 o'clock here at the top center. You have 2 o'clock on the right, 10 o'clock on the left. This is roughly the 10 and 2 position. Now what I like to do is I drive like this. But then I actually shift one hand at a time to either the 9 o'clock or the 3 o'clock position. So I use the 10 and 2, and then let's say I need to use my turn signal. If you look, my turn signal is conveniently located at roughly the 9 o'clock position. So I take my hand that's at the 10 o'clock position and I move it to the 9 o'clock position. I'll put my turn signal on just like that, and when I'm done, I'll move it back to the 10 o'clock position. Now, if you look, my windshield wiper lever and all of that stuff over here is located conveniently at the 3 o'clock position roughly. So I'll move from the 2 o'clock to the 3 o'clock and then I'll move back. Now, if I want to use the steering wheel controls, I'll move one hand to the 3 o'clock just like that and use these controls, or one hand to the 9 o'clock and use these controls over here. Now, the key factor is this. The 10 and 2 position, in my opinion, gives you the best grip and maneuvering over the steering wheel, simply because your hands are wrapped around the wheel. If you're like this, your hands are like sort of covering the wheel, but when you are at the 10 and 2, your hands are like wrapped around the wheel like this. You really have an amazing grip over the wheel, but you don't have access to all of the luxuries and the controls at the 9 and 3. So what I like to do is keep them at the 10 and 2, and then one hand at a time, I will move to either the 9 or 3. If I'm moving this hand to the 3 o'clock, I will not move this hand until this hand comes back. Then I can move this hand. So I only have one hand removed from the 10 and 2 position at any given moment. Very simple. And that's basically it. That is my opinion on what the best way to hold the steering wheel is. It is what I consider to be the most effective and safest way to hold the wheel. Like I said, it's just my opinion, but it's based on years of driving and years of experimenting with different holding methods. And that's it. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.